And we have a crew at another police shooting right now in Chandler. No officers hurt at that scene, but Casey Torres standing by live tonight. Casey, you're near Arizona Avenue and Riggs Road. What do we know about what happened out there tonight?
Hi, Jared. Yes, we just got an update from police about what this entire scene is all about. So, yes, we heard that this was a shooting involving Chandler police. Like you said, no officers were hurt, but we are told that one person was taken to a hospital, and we're waiting to hear more on that from a public information officer, too. Now, just about 30 minutes ago, when we first got here on scene, I mentioned that there are several people stopped here at the gas station on the corner. A lot of people approach asking what is going on here. They say they live nearby. They notice all the flashing lights, and we're of course worried. But now we can tell any of the viewers that are watching that live nearby that police are telling us that no one is in danger in this community. So that is some good news too. Now I want to show you the scene here on Arizona Avenue. A pretty big scene that we're seeing over there across the street and this parking lot. This is by the Dollar Tree. Now it seems like it's starting to wind down. We've seen a lot of officers leaving the scene, but they've been here in this parking lot that is taped off as well. Now let's go a little bit more down Arizona Avenue there by the Tractor Supply. We were seeing a lot more units there, and it seems like now they're about half less than what there were earlier and a few minutes ago. But we did talk with two women, two sisters that live nearby. They tell me they were eating around 8:30, and that's when they started hearing a lot of action, and they started seeing a lot of people coming down here on Arizona Avenue, a lot of law enforcement. So let's take a listen to what they heard.
We heard all these police, and it was like they were going like 2 and 3 at a time. So we were like, okay, well, maybe something going on. And then next you know, it's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They just kept coming. And then you see like the tactical police and all that, like trucks, and everybody was coming.
And you heard her mention tactical police. Actually, just a couple minutes ago, we did see a tactical truck leaving the scene here. And the sisters were telling me what we're seeing now is about half of what they saw around 8:30. So again, it seems like it's starting to wind down. But right behind me is Riggs and Arizona intersection, where we're still seeing that blocked off. So if anyone is going to be driving in this area, just keep that in mind. As soon as we learn more, we'll let you know. Reporting live in Chandler, Casey Torres, Arizona's family.